Good evening, Wesley. We sound a lot better tonight than we did a couple nights ago, and we're ready to bring it to you. And oh yeah, for sure. And I think we've got the starting lineup here, Wesley. There you go. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a fun one, Wesley. That's for sure. And the modified's always my favorite when it comes to this because a lot of horsepower and they just always put on a really good show anywhere they go. And they're open wheel. I'm an open wheel guy. We're coming to one to green. We're coming to the start. Yeah, they work in there, and we're working on getting you on the thing. There we go. And they worked through there, and it looks like Trevor Catalano is going to lead here down here on lap number 3. And Wesley, 200 laps, man. It's got to be patient. You can't go early. You can't go too early. And,
can't be aggressive. Yeah, you can't be aggressive. You got to pace yourself, no doubt.
And I feel like when you get to that lap 100 mark, you're going to have guys start pushing a little harder, but when you see that 50 to about 75 laps to go, that's when you're going to see coming out there good.
And by the way, Emmett Crow was supposed to be joining me at the broadcast tonight, but I'm understanding that he is under the weather, so I hope my buddy out of Texas, Emmett Crow, gets to feeling better. Sucks being sick. We know what that's like, don't we, Cody? Wow. Well, I still have a little bit of a cough, but it's not as bad as it was, the other week ago. Down the front straightaway, it is Trevor Catalano up in front over Andrew Krause, Emmerling, and Hirschman. There's your top 5 as they work their way to the back straightaway. Thanks for joining us on the Community Radio Network as well. We're live at wearecrn.com, 87.9 FM, and we're 3 wide in the middle there. What a battle.
Yeah, that's Carson.
It's Coulter going at it. Look at Lofton also. Yeah, Larson and Coulter, I mean.
Yep, Lofton in that white number 23 working the outside there. And here comes Rocket Man in that Iracing number 88.
Almost 3/4 of the racetrack as the leader comes back to start finish. Halfway around this track, 40 screaming, thundering modifieds. And there's the leader right now. He is Trevor Catalano. Catalano started on the pole, and Catalano is the Pied Piper. Andrew Krause and Emerling. There they are, single file. This, by the way, is night 6 of new Smyrna Elevated TV Speedweeks 2025 for Iracing.
Yeah, and Wesley, these modifieds are not like what we seen the other night. These are the actual.
You're right.
These are the tour mods. These are the big boys. These are the
the drivers that live by the virtual grace of God and 600 horsepower.
Yep. So,
the mighty modifieds, the ground pounders, the mod squad is Bob Dillner and Derek Pernasiglio, and some of the greats of calling modified racing. Ben Dodge have called them. Oh, we got one airborne. Trouble. Front straightaway. Look out.
Melissa.
Couple of ones involved as we have got Melissa Fifield up in the air. This will draw a caution on lap 11. Fifield airborne, and a host of other modifieds slam into her and help her stay airborne for a good bit. Here's Melissa Fifield, and what happened? Contact. Someone got into her. Remember, there's no fenders, and there's a hit, and it sent that car from the left elbow contact airborne. From another angle, Cody.
Yeah, it looks like the 32 machine. Yeah, the 32 machine. I'm not sure who that was. It looks like either Spencer Davis or Tommy Catalano. Trying to figure that out here in just a second. Looks like the 32 of Tyler Rimka is who got into her. So that's going to draw the first caution as she's sitting there upside down.
Right of the yellow flag here. Caution out. First one of the evening. Remember, this is not what you want to have happen. Not an early caution like this on lap number 13 or working lap 14. Remember, though, caution laps do count because this is a NASCAR modified event over 100 laps. So this is a this race will have caution laps counted. Obviously, that's to help make things go by faster too, Cody.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And so we see one car there getting his lap back already. I believe that is the 38 machine.
Yeah, that was a 38 car. That is Bobby Labonte from Corpus Christi, Texas. He loves the modifieds and the 2000 NASCAR Cup Series champion.
I call him
By the way, 185 laps to go, 15 on the board now as they do let caution laps count. And drivers involved in that accident, that multi-car crash, included on lap number 12. Melissa Fifield, obviously airborne. Spencer Davis, Tommy Catalano, Ken Hagee, and Alan Wanamaker. Those were the 5 cars involved in that kerfluffle, if you will, down on the front straightaway. And we'll re-rack and restack and get ready to go again for the restart, Cody Devers.
Yes, sir. Trevor Catalano, Andrew Krause going to bring us to the green flag back here on lap number 16. And we're going to see if Andrew Krause can get around that 56 of Trevor Catalano.
Back to it again. The thunder rolls here with the mighty modifieds at New Smyrna. Cody Demers, I'm Wesley Outland. Hope you enjoyed coverage of baseball on CRN, and then now a little racing to go with it.
Look at this, Wesley. Andrew working that outside. First battle Trevor Catalano's had all night. Will he get by? No. Looks like Andrew going to lose the momentum there off of turn number 4, and Trevor Catalano going to be right back to the point where he was.
And you hope the plan is also, Cody, to try to get right back to racing too. Remember, you don't want to get involved in another accident. Cautions, precautions, as they always say.
Yeah, we see Melissa Byfield there. She's in that 01 machine. And, oh, buddy.
Hold on, 3 wide for the lead. Boy, they ain't wasting no time. They're getting right back after it.
Remember,
and under attack, that's Trevor Catalano in the lead. Kraus and Emmerling and McCarthy. And in the battle of the back here is the top. Man, what is this now? A battle between Matt Hirschman. That's Matt Hirschman, Chris Hatton, Gary McDonald, Brett Mercify. All Jeremy Gerstner now in the dogfight down to the inside. This is all in the top 10, and it's a scramble.
Yeah, Silk there in that number 16 as well. Ron Silk working the bottom there. And then you got the 25 machine. That's Brian Roden. He's right behind him. That going on for the 11th, the 12th, the 10th, 11th, 12th, 9th. All right there together. And everybody's still working down the backstretch here on lap number 23. There you see Silk. Silk going to push up a little bit. Here comes Roby. Roby going to work to the inside of number 19, Andrew Chisley. And everybody's still working that bottom, Wesley. Looks like the bottom's where you want to be.
Hands down, watching them now. 200 laps for the Mighty Modifieds. Part of night 6 of Elevated TV Speedweeks here at New Smyrna Speedway. What we call in real life the World Series of asphalt racing.
Yeah, Wesley, I see New Smyrna, and you were telling me that New Smyrna Speedway actually liked your Facebook post about us.
Oh, yeah, I've done work at New Smyrna Speedway, so I know all those guys very, very well. Good bunch of people.
Never been to the place. Looks like a fun little track to go try out.
Amazing, all of these modifieds, 40 plus, all in a pack here, still continuing to rock and roll and thunder around the virtual New Smyrna Speedway.
And some really beautiful looking race cars. You just get a slow-mo shot there for a second. And you see the 22 machine and the 25 machine of Ryan Roby trying to work to the outside. Kyle Bong's in the work. I think that's
Kyle Bonsinger. Kyle Bonsinger. Yeah, but Kyle Bonsinger. One of the greats of the Northeast, along with Brian Bonsinger. Trevor Catalano, Andrew Kraus. You think about the greats of modifieds in this day and age. Do you think of Bunny Matt Hirschman out of Northampton, Pennsylvania? And obviously you think of Brian and Kyle Bonsinger and the great battles he's had over the years with the Hirschmans as well in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. 30 laps into it. And Trevor Catalano still leads Andrew Kraus, Patrick Emmerling, Eddie McCarthy, and Brett Mercify, the top 5. Chris Hatton, Gary McDonald, Money Matt Hirschman, Jeremy Gerstner, and Anthony Sisley as it stands in the top 10. It has been all Catalano at the drop of the green flag here, Cody.
Yeah, he is definitely stayed stout, but here comes that 24 machine, Andrew Kraus, as he's working on the back bumper here on lap number 32, Wesley. He's driven his way up, and he's bringing that one machine of Patrick Ermeling as he's working there. But here comes Andrew. Andrew looking to go to the outside here off of turn number 4.
Yeah, that's Patrick Emmerling. Another solid lap around the racetrack again. And things kind of get single file again for a little bit, and that's actually a good idea.
Battle right here going on for 6th and 7th. That's going to be, I believe, the 09 of Chris Hatton Jr. and Gary McDonald. McDonald in the 26 on the outside. Chris Hatton Jr. on the bottom of that 09. This going on for 6 and 7. Side by side as they work off the turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Hatton there to the door, and McDonald going to give it to him, Wilson.
Sure is. By the way, don't forget to give us a like and a follow at Elevated TV, at Iracing, at New Smyrna Speedway as well. Shameless plug to them. And obviously at CRN-Community Radio Network for our coverage of everything. I mean, Cody, you heard us earlier. We were covering baseball. We had basketball last night, playoffs, and we got softball and lacrosse tomorrow. We got basketball Friday. We got racing at Wake County Speedway and New River All-American Speedway on Saturday. And tonight at New Smyrna.
Yes, sir. I might have to tune into that lacrosse broadcast.
I love lacrosse, man.
I used to play lacrosse in high school, and lacrosse was one of my favorite sports, and along with football and soccer. So I might actually have to tune into the lacrosse game.
Yeah, man. Me and Brian Souls will be on the call for that tomorrow. We got softball at 4 p.m. Eastern Time as East Wake and Clayton will play each other, and then Great Creek and Clayton will play lacrosse. Brian Souls and myself will be on the call for that at wearecrn.com. If you're in the radio area of the broadcast stadium, it is 87.9 FM. He's Cody Demers. I'm Wesley Outland, and we are rocking and rolling with the modifieds here tonight at the New Smyrna Speedway.
And your leader has called lap traffic here. He's got Andrew Krause all over the back bumper of that number 56, and lap traffic, he's making quick do of, but Andrew Krause is right there making it with him, and so is Emmerling in that number 1 machine.
It certainly are. As obviously another thing we've been watching too, I'm looking at the scoring tickers. We're about to be 50 laps into it, and we've seen many drivers crash or get into the wall or hit the wall, and it's credited in the broadcast, but they haven't drawn a caution though.
Yeah, they looks like they've bumped the wall a couple of times, and must either saved it or Iracing just said nope, we're not throwing a caution. So and that's a tough break for them. I mean, they've got to go out, stay out there with a race car coming down pit road and risk losing laps. So just the many things that go on here in these long 200 lapper. And Wesley, I'm a big fan of the 200 lappers. I love long races in general, as we got a battle here going on for second.
That's the battle between Patrick Emmerling and Andrew Krause, and throw also in the mix the lap traffic as they're trying to move around lap cars with Trevor Catalano still in the lead. Catalano up in front, lap machines in the way of Ronnie Williams, Alan Wanamaker. Remember, he had problems earlier in that first wreck on lap number 12, the only caution of the race so far for the 200 lapper with the modifieds. Catalano, Krause, Emmerling, Hatton, Messervy, McCarthy, McDonald, Hirschman, Gerstner, and Sesley, top 10, and they are starting, if you will, to Cody work through lap traffic.
Yeah, and here comes Emmerling to the bottom of that 24 of Andrew Krause. Andrew Krause working to the bottom. He's been in second all day long. But here he comes, and whoa, man, they're going to make a little bit of contact there.
Wow.
Turn number 4.
Up the hill, and that could have been interesting.
And if you're Melissa Fifield, that is not what you wanted to see, as she was involved in that first caution upside down.
And we stay under the green flag.
Krause trying to get back to the inside of that 1 machine. He's got the lap car of the 99 machine. Looking on the outside of the end. Here comes Krause back to the inside. And then Chris Hatton right there as well. He's battling with the double zero of Brett Mercedes.
That's Brett. Yeah, Messervy. Brett Messervy, my friend.
Working on these names there, Wesley. And whoa!
Yeah, Brett Messervy here. As we are continuing to watch that battle happen. Catalano still in the top spot, and what a drive he's got going for him right now.
I believe he's the only leader of the race. Wesley started in the pole and has led every the green flag, and right now nobody even in the ballpark knows that 56 machine. And I gotta ask you, Wesley, you've seen that long green flag run now. We had that early on caution on lap 12, and now we're seeing that long green flag run. You know, I don't want to be that guy, but are you thinking we're gonna have that second caution?
I don't know. I mean, I think it might be a while that we see a green flag run, right? I mean,
yeah, and I think we're gonna go to about lap 100. That's when we're gonna see that secondary caution. Lap one, you know, in that range, and then I think everybody's gonna regroup, come down pit road, and then we got to begin to wonder if we stay green, are we gonna start to see green flag pit stops as well?
we'll definitely watch all this transpire as we roll on here. Catalano, Emmerling, Kraus. By the way, we are closing in on 60 laps into this one, and this is exactly what you got to do. Just kind of stay in position.
Best for me, with that double wheel on the outside, big run down the back stretch, or front stretch, excuse me, off the floor there for best for me. Then you got Hirschman. Hirschman in that number 60, work on the outside of Jeremy in that 55, and that all going on for the 6th, 7th, and 8th position. Right behind there, you got Whelen and 8 McCarthy in that number 20 machine at the bottom.
Catalano still in the top spot. Look at Hirschman now. That's Money Matt Hirschman battling with Gary McDonald and Anthony Sesley. Down to the inside, open that door there to Sesley and Ronnie Silk. These cars are just such mystic missiles, right? The mystique of these machines, the way they look, they're just so badass, if you will, Cody. They're cool. They're awesome cars.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, I'm an open wheel fan, man. I love open wheel cars. I mean, whether it's legend cars, Thunder Roadsters, it's modified, you know, sprint cars, Indy cars. I love open wheel because, you know, to me, open wheel cars are so much, you know, notorious to drive because you got that open wheel, you don't have fenders. You know, you bump somebody, you know, I've been on the receiving end of being put in the wall from it, and I've been on the giving end as well. So,
yeah.
Neither end is fun, so it just...
No, you're exactly right.
It takes a quality of drivers to get out here, especially 40-plus drivers to get out here wheel-to-wheel racing and not cause a bunch of wrecks.
Got to have the mindset and the patience and obviously the drive to just keep on digging, if you will.
Then we've seen three wide racing as well. You know, that takes even greater skill to get three wide in open wheel cars. So.
Oh, yeah. And it's been all Trevor Catalano since the drop of the green flag, leading this thing here for the modifieds tonight. 200 laps. Emmerling right now almost 4 seconds back. It's 3.5 seconds back, if you will, before he catches the leader, Catalano. And I'm telling you, boy, they want a caution if you're guys like this in the back right now, Cody. I mean, they want a yellow flag.
Oh, yeah, you definitely are wanting a yellow flag as we're approaching 71 laps. I mean, lap 12 was the last caution we had, you know, so that's over, you know, what, 40-some laps, 50-some laps since we've had our last caution. So
Yeah.
And even if you're the lap cars, you're wanting a caution because he just continuously keeps putting cars a lap down. So, and I believe right now, Jake in that number 31 machine will be the first car to get the waiver. To let you know. Rocket Man.
And we're closing in on about 125 laps remaining. Closing in on the halfway mark, actually. It's now the 55 and the 09 going at it here. 56, actually, on the racetrack. And this is a battle now. Wow, man. I mean, has Catalano really lapped up to the top 20? He just put. He's battling, yeah, man. The 88 of Brian Newman, the Rocket Man, just went a lap down here. As Trevor Catalano is running away with it here in the Elevated TV Speed Week Modified Tour Mod 200 here at New Smyrna.
Yeah, he is definitely ripping away with this one, and nobody is. We see the battle here with Joey Coulter. Nobody is even in the ballpark other than these two right here, Patrick Hemmer.
I mean, they're really not. They're really not, man. I mean,
he's definitely making a statement and taking names. He's going into turn number 3 when they're coming off of turn number 2. So he's got a straightaway lead over second place.
I love the tour type mods. And hello to Jonathan Sessoms and everybody chiming in. Hello. White Rabbit not feeling well either. Feeling under the weather. Man. Seen a buddy of mine got diagnosed with the norovirus. He said it ain't no damn joke either. And he's feeling under the weather. Hey, Cody, there's a lot of cool things going on besides Speed Weeks at New Smyrna on Elevated TV. What else is happening here this week?
Yeah, so we got Speed Weeks from now to September. Now to Saturday, and then on Sunday we've got Leadfoot Racing League as they roll in for round number 2 at, I believe,
Nashville, right? Ain't it Nashville?
I believe it is New Smyrna. They'll be right back here.
Smyrna, then Nashville. That's right. New Smyrna, Nashville, and Southern and Bristol all coming up. That's it. What it is. Yeah.
Yep. And then we got 4 Wide Motorsports as they roll in for there. As we're 3 wide here, good lord. Their championship night for their SK modified tour as it rolls into USA. And then on Tuesday, the JE Challenge Series rolls into Lernerville, the place I call no backcountry. So, and then we've actually picked up on Wednesday. We've got the Reigel Performance Esports Pavement Series at Daytona for 100 laps, so that's going to be fun. And then on Thursday...
Yeah, that's a big race next Wednesday night, right? Next Wednesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, we just picked up the 4 Wide Motorsports. We're going to be doing their late model tour. And
on Thursday?
On Thursdays. So,
man, I might be available for that, possibly.
Yep.
Wow.
They start about 8 o'clock, and they're usually done about 9:45, and taking a look at their schedule, they roll into 5 flags this week for 125 laps. So that'll be going green about 8:10, 8:15.
That tomorrow night? Tomorrow night you're doing it?
So we took off this week.
For New Smyrna, right? For the Speed Week?
Yep, and then we pick up next week with 5 flags. Or not 5 flags, it'll be, let's see, it'll be South Boston will be our first race for them. So
I got you.
We've been around them with them since the console days. So they always put on a good show. So and then that'll be it until we roll back in the next week.
There you go. There's the upcoming schedule of events, and obviously I'll be back with you in the booth. What is it? Sunday, I think it is.
Yep.
Now, we're closing in on halfway in this 200-lap modified event, and there has been no change in the lead whatsoever. Trevor Catalano has took them to the woodshed, and I mean the entire field. We had 1 caution on lap number 12. when we saw Melissa Fifield, Spencer Davis, Alan Wanamaker, and some others crash, and I spoke too soon. Caution out on lap number 88. That's the second yellow flag of the race. And we got a replay of what happened. Stand by. Is it Fifield again? Cody?
It's what it says. I'm not seeing anything. Contact that was the 99. Ronnie Williams. I'm not seeing anything though. But it's showing Melissa Fifield is the cause of the caution.
Yeah, what did Fifield do? Everybody's pitting. Everybody's pitting. We're going to pit too. We ain't been on a commercial break yet. Stay with us. More coverage in a moment when we return from New Smyrna Speedway. So the lights are off. The lights are off on the pace car, and we are getting ready for a restart here. We didn't want you to miss any of the action of the on-track coverage of what's going on here. Part of New Smyrna Speedway and the Tour Modified 200, along with Mr. Cody Deemers of Elevated TV. I'm Wesley Outland, Community Radio Network. We are simulcasting Elevated TV, and hit that YouTube and that subscribe button, and also on wearecrn.com. 87.9 FM. Back to racing here, as we're also going to get ready to show Barney the cross flags to the field. First 90 laps of this race, Cody, quiet, and it's been all Trevor Catalano leading. Eddie McCarthy, Gary McDonald, Emmerling, all just cannot seem to run down the 0-2.
Yeah, it looks like McCarthy's actually going to try to make that outside work. It might look like a groove might be starting to come in.
Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Looks like a groove might be coming up in there, but here comes McDonald, and he's all over the back bumper, but here comes McCarthy working on the outside. Whoa!
3 wide, and now we're getting in. Now it's getting good in the neighborhood for the lead here at New Smyrna.
Eddie McCarthy with a power move on the outside. He's going to take the lead away from Catalano. But here comes McDonald. McDonald wants to go to the outside. Can Catalano run down McCarthy? Here we go, back into turn number 1.
And Eddie McCarthy has now finally became the first driver since the drop of the green to pressure and challenge Trevor Catalano for the lead.
Yeah, Catalano, we're trying to work the bottom of that 22 machine, that lap car. That is a lap car. That is not a car on the lead lap. McCarthy is trying to get around that lap car, but that lap car is just as good as McCarthy. And that's holding up Catalano as well there as they work back in turn number 3. Whoa!
Sure is. We're watching all that as a wow. Hold on. Sideways. Boy, talk about dirt tracking it there for a minute. And halfway coming up now. 100 laps down, 100 to go. Catalano, McCarthy, Emmerling, Hatton, Kraus, McDonald, Lofton, Priest, Bonsinger, and Coulter, top 10. By the way, that's Justin, not Kyle Bonsinger in the top 10 right now. And we are under 100 laps remaining. And if you have saved anything, if you've saved anything, is now we see a little free falling by some of these cars in the back. You better show your strengths and you better get to the front now. Because this last 100 laps, as fast as it started 30 minutes ago, this last 100 laps will be over in a blink of an eye here, Cody.
Yeah, and Emmerling going to get around McCarthy there. And, you know, Emmerling has been the only one that I've seen that may have a shot there for that number 56. And Catalano, you know, other than the little hiccup there with the lap car, he is back to the point, back out front, and starting to drive away with this thing.
Certainly is, buddy. You're exactly right. Unbelievable.
And the question is,
Cody Deemer is with us, and I'm Wesley Outlet. And as again, we have just passed halfway of this race. You were saying, Cody, I'm sorry.
And Wesley, he has put down, Catalano has put the top 12 is only on the lead lap. I mean, you got to think, we're still got 94 to go. When he starts catching the back half of the field, you know, how many more cars are we going to have? Are we even going to have a field to battle him?
Good question.
I mean, that's impressive to put the top 12 lockdown.
Running away with it indeed, for sure. And has anybody got anything for Catalano? I mean, that guy has been in his own world all race long. Anybody that challenges him, he finds a way to weasel and get around him and get back to the front again.
Bobby Labonte was heavy right in front of him. Right in front of that car.
Yeah, what a tough there.
There you see it.
Up right there for Bobby B. Or Double B, as I used to call him back when I announced on the Smart Modified Tour. By the way, speaking of the Smart Modified Tour, the Mighty Modifieds, they're back in action at Florence Motor Speedway to open up their season, 4th season of the Smart Modified Tour, powered by Pace-O-Matic, and we've got another caution. Here's a look at what happened. I'm going to say it's Eric Goodell. Eric Goodell, one of the drivers up in the Northeast. And he's got problems. Winner last year at Martinsville in that Riverhead number 58 entry. Watch what happens to Eric Goodell.
Maybe he just gets in the wall.
And Goodell's car.
I'm not sure.
Man, where in the world? Why are they throwing a caution for? I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we can go back and see what happened to Bobby Labonte as well. See if we can't catch real fast what happened to the number 38 machine of Bobby Labonte as we go in reverse. Oh my goodness. Check out what happened here, Wesley.
Oh, so we got something else here. Wow. Oh, Bobby Labonte hard into the wall. Yep, that'll bring you in when you pancake your right side tires, and there is again no fenders on these cars.
Yeah, so that's definitely gonna hurt him. And these guys only get one fast repair. The good thing is they get 2 sets of tires, so that'll help them out a whole lot there. As we see more cars starting to get on the lead lap here, as the lap cars start working away, and looks like we're gonna be going 1 to green next time by.
Looks like they will be taking the 1 to go indication as Trevor Catalano still in the front spot for the 200 lap modified tour mods here, part of night 6 of the Elevated TV New Smyrna Speedweeks, as they call in real life the World Series of Asphalt Stock Car Racing. Trevor Catalano in the lead. Patrick Immerling, no change. He's in second. And drivers are now, look at that formation. That's so awesome. You see how they were single file and they just broke apart and got back door to door. We get ready to go back to green here.
Yeah, Immerling. Catalano has struggled on these restarts on that bottom, and the outside has been prevailing. But I'm wondering, Immerling has been the only one that I feel like has been close enough to have anything for that 56. This is the first time tonight that we've seen him start on the outside. So we're going to see here as they come to green.
I'll watch it. Coming back. Here they go. Back to thundering. And speeding at 600 plus horsepower. The mighty modified. You do the math. 600 horsepower times 40. That is a lot of power. That is a lot of noise. And that's why people love the modifieds. You want to do the math? 24,000 horsepower roaring at you here around New Smyrna as they get ready to go to it here with under 85 to go, Cody.
Yeah, and that 26 of Gary McDonald, he's right there. And everybody's starting to reel in that number 56 machine of Catalano, but the question is, as Wesley says, it's one thing to catch them, but it's one thing to pass them.
Exactly right. And they do race on. 80 laps to go in this 200-lap modified event. Cody Demers, I'm Wesley Outland. Virtual New Smyrna Speedway is where we are. And what a show this has been. But those mighty modifieds have not disappointed one iota. And this has been a good one here.
Go! Rimke gets in the wall there in that number 32. Looks like he's going to have some wheel damage. He's working us. We were 3 wide there, Wesley, for a minute. Again, 2 wide's brave here, but 3 wide is...
Yeah, that could have been crazy. Boy, oh boy, that could have been chaotic. And just like that, we will stay under the green flag.
We'll see the 99 there pushing up in the Hurst.
77 to go.
Whoa.
3 wide. Look at this. Lofted is the monkey in the middle.
No.
A hot knife through butter, and they're bouncing off the wall there. Lofted under attack on the outside. Here comes that car. 36. I believe that's Bonsinger. No, that's Dave Suspinza. And Suspinza off the wall there a moment ago and sparked. Carson Lofton trying to scamper from that battle as we approach 75 to go here, Cody.
Yeah, Catalano working there as we see McDonald. He's going to put another one a lap down here. Timing scoring, going berserk on my end. We see McCarty going to the inside of the 26 of... believe that is, I'm not sure, time and scored as well as mine.
Yeah, the 26 is Gary McDonald, buddy. Gary McDonald's in third right now, or at least that second spot. That's the second place man right there. Trevor Catalano in the lead. He is still running away with this one here. And then it's Gary McDonald, the 26, Eddie McCarthy third, Andrew Krause fourth. And whoa, contact there, up the hill, the 09, Chris Hatton Jr., hitting company by Immerling and Lutz. And on the inside, they battle. This is for the top 5. Gary McDonald, by the way, Cody, up 10 spots with 70 to go now. And Chris Hatton Jr.'s back on the move around. Andrew Krause of the 24.
Yeah, Chris Hatton Jr. there. He is working his way. And I'm seeing Jeremy Gershner go down pit road here. Then you got Catalano out front, McDonald, McCarthy, and Krause, Patton, and Immerling all battling. That's going on for 4th, 5th, and 6th as they work back down into turn number 1.
Another lap on the field here. By the way, very quickly, we're at the top of the hour. We'll pause very quickly for 10 seconds for network identification. This is coverage of Iracing on the Community Radio Network. Back here at New Smyrna Speedway as the World Series Night 6 of Elevated TV Speedweeks 2025 rolls on. It's the Tour Type Modified 200. Along with Cody Deemers on production and color analyst, I'm Wesley Outland. Hopefully Emmett Crow's feeling better. He just chimed in on the chat box and the YouTube feed, says, what's up, y'all? And we are closing in on 70 laps to go. A race that's only seen 3 caution flags in the last 130 laps. Cody has gone by in the blink of an eye, and it has been all Trevor Catalano.
Yeah, Catalano has been dominating, and he is still dominating here, Wesley. As you see him there working down the front stretch into turn number 1. He is in the center of 1 and 2. And second place is Gary McDonald and Eddie McCarter, and they are duking it out as they work down the back straightaway.
Yeah, back straightaway now as McDonald has really made a big charge now, trying to battle alongside the man of Gary McDonald, that's Eddie McCarthy. And all the while, we see these guys battling for second, but they've lost ground on the leaders again. 65 to go. They're on the back straightaway. The leader, Catalano, is already down on the front stretch. He's got over a 2-second lead on these guys.
Yeah, and you'll see it right here as he works off the back straightaway. We'll get you a good look here as they work into turn 3. There goes your leader. There's your second place. So almost a corner. Here you go. This is a good shot right here. There's Catalano going into turn 1. There's McCarthy and McDonald. So great run by him. And Wesley, again, I don't know if anybody's got anything for it.
Running away with it indeed, my friend. And there has been nobody to contend with Trevor Catalano. He started on the pole. He has led. He had a little competition just before halfway where, a couple of guys battled with him, but then he quickly got back around them. And we're seeing Jeremy Gerstner on pit road. He might have retired from the race, the man out of Wesley Chapel, Florida. Jeremy Gerstner. 60 laps remaining, or over 60 to go here. By the way, don't forget, coming up next will be the 50-lap Pro Late Model Race. I'll stay with you as long as I can, but I have another broadcast commitment coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. As right now, 60 remaining. Battle going on for the lap car. Get out of my way. That's a lap car. That's the 13th place car. Boy, Brett Messerfy in the way of the leader of Catalano.
That's actually Ryan Newman there, Rocket Man. And he almost...
My apologies. Yes, it is Ryan Newman there. Yes.
Sticks it in there and almost pushes the 56. He pushes him way up the racetrack there.
And Cody, Ryan Newman is already a lap down, maybe more. He's 2 laps down, actually. He's fighting for a lap back.
Yeah, trying to get his lap back here on the 56. And the 56 going to get by him as well as they work down into turn number 1. But Newman's still right there to the inside trying to get a lap back.
Wow. Up the hill and back down the bottom as now finally Ryan Newman gives up on the battle with the leader, Trevor Catalano. Man, I just can't believe how good Catalano's car is. I mean, he is rolling, Cody.
Yeah, he is definitely taking them to the woodshed, Wesley. And the 56 of Catalano, and there's you see the 20 machine of Eddie McCarthy in the second position. I mean, there's three lap cars that separate first and second. And
oh, yes. No, go ahead. What were you saying, Cody? I lost you.
No, I'm saying that McCarthy is working in the inside of the 17, but there's 3 lap cars that separate, actually 4 now, that separate your first and second.
And the leader methodically working through these lap cars. By the way, the modifieds now only have 13 on the lead lap. That's it. McCarthy and McDonald now still locked at 2 seconds back. Fastest modified of the race, by the way, was Patrick Emmerling. And Emmerling turned a 16.257. That was on lap 89 of the race.
Closing in on 50 to go, Wesley, and it's been a good one. Now's when I think you're going to see it get everybody turn up a little bit. You're going to see cars that you haven't seen come to the front. It's now when you're going to see them come to the front. It's still iffy if anybody's got anything for that 56 machine.
Yeah, I think they're going to turn up the wick here any minute, no doubt. $50 laps to go when they come to the line. Home stretch indeed.
This is like a normal Saturday night race now.
It is. It's like your regular 35 or 50 lap shootout at your short track race across America, or even for the modifieds at New Smyrna for Speedweeks. World Series, the elevated TV Iracing Speedweeks at New Smyrna rolls on. Cody, what's tomorrow night? What's to close out the week? I know Saturday is a 200-lap ASA Stars National Super Late Model event. I know that much.
Let me double check, because off the top of my head, I think we got modified, supers, pros.
But they're not big races, though, like tonight's modified and the super race on Saturday, right?
No,
just kind of like 60 lappers, 75 lappers, 35 lappers.
Yeah, we've got, it looks like tomorrow night we've got super late models for 35 laps. We've got the 602 mods for 25. We've got a 35 lap pro late model race, and then we got a 59 lap Florida modified race.
There you go. And again, remember that big 200 lapper coming up on Saturday night. We'll close out the coverage of night 6. And Cody, am I correct? Your next big race will be the Rattler? Is that the Rattler or the Easter Bunny you're working on for elevated TV?
Yep, the Easter Bunny, the 200
at Hickory.
250 at Hickory, yep.
Yeah. Actually, what that is it's a twin 150 lapper. They normally run one race on a Friday night and the other one on a Saturday, but basically 300 laps in total. That's when they bring those past late models down from the Northeast down to Hickory. 45 to go. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, nobody has been able to be anywhere in the caliber of this guy. I will tell you that Eddie McCarthy has cut off the interval to the leader by at least a second. About a second and a tenth, if you will. But Trevor Catalano has just took them all to the woodshed, as I said here tonight at virtual New Smyrna Speedway. And these guys are just praying for a Banana Republic flag. And if you don't know what color that is, it's yellow.
Yeah, that is
only 13 cars for the lead lap. That's it, Cody.
Yeah, we started with 40 cars and 13 cars are still into this one. And it has been Trevor Catalano's show tonight. Instead of calling it Night 6 of Elevated TV Speedweeks, we should have just called it the Trevor Catalano show.
Let's call it the Catalano 200.
Yeah, for sure.
That's exactly what it's been since the drop of the green. Emmett Crow, I wish you could have been in the booth with us as well, man. Enjoyed working with you the last couple of times that we have. My buddy down in Texas. And he's feeling under the weather, so he couldn't join us in the booth. 40 laps to go. Hey, coming up, 50 laps for a late model race to close out Wednesday night at night 6. We're going to go side by side where you don't miss any of the action, and we take you to the finish of New Smyrna next here on Elevated TV and on the Community Radio Network with 40 laps to the checkered flag.
around, going the long way around. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead as they all come to the line. Who is going to take it in the end?
And here comes Lockwood. He's going to make the move to the outside. Quinn tries to force him off a little bit, but there he goes. It's going to be side by side through turn 1.
Will he be able to cover him off? He does. Weaving back to the left-hand side. Reynolds is trying everything. The kitchen sink is being thrown at him.
They're leaning on each other. Coming into turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race through 3 and 4. Coming back to the line. Here comes Frisch on the bottom.
Richard's going to hold the inside. Tries to be the late breaker here. They're going to be side by side through the final chicane. They bang doors, but keep it clean.
As they're still 4 wide on the run down into the back straightaway. Demerit's looking for a line as well. What is going on in Michigan?
Novak into the fence. They're still beating and banging.
Oh
and to the line.
He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Abramitis is ahead. There's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it?
Ready to settle this one here tonight at the virtual New Smyrna Speedway. Night 6 of the 2025 Elevated TV Speedweeks. Tonight is the Tour Modified 200, and we're down to the final 25 laps when they come to the line. Along with Cody Deemers, I'm Wesley Outland. Trevor Catalano has not changed a thing. He's still in the lead. You see him working through a whole bunch of lap traffic, and while that goes on, we see also the battle continuing between Dave Sapenza, Ron Silk, Matt Hirschman, Anthony Sesley, Kyle Bonsinger, and there are 3 wide. There's contact. Oh, baby. And that's lap machines in this big battle in the top 15 off of turn 2.
All right. And, yeah, Ron Silk and Dave Sapenza in that 15th position, man. They heavy contact there, but man, this Trevor Catalano guys. We see Gary McDonald there, going to the inside of the 20 of Eddie McCarthy down the front straightaway into turn number 1, and Emmerling's right there with him too. Wesley, we got a 3-way battle for second.
Yeah, Catalano and McDonald and McCarthy, Emmerling, Lutz, they're running away with the top 5. Here they come to the inside. Working 20 laps to go here and a few more circuits as Trevor Catalano is just the Pied Piper tonight at NWS as McCarthy now battles again with McDonald. And that is right there side by side, the 56 and the 26 going at it. And the 26 and the 20, I meant to say. There's a leader. He is still opening up that lead, which was just a 2-second lead before commercial break. With now 20 laps to go, Cody, he has turned up the wick. Catalano has. He is now leading by 4 seconds over McDonald and McCarthy, who continue to battle on the monitor for second spot.
Yeah, Emmerling there in that one machine. He's coming to the through the middle and the bottom as well. And here comes that 46. That's Craig Lutz. He's putting him throw his thing in there, and you know, if you're Catalano, you already got a big lead, and this is just going to open the door up more for you.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. Don't forget, we'll have coverage of the Pro Late Model 50-lapper next. A little bonus action after the 200-lapper for the Modified here on Elevated TV and CRN. Right now, this one looks like it's going to be in the rear view mirror quickly. Running away with it is Trevor Catalano. There he is again, and down to the line. He's already got 16 to go. This man is in his own world right now. Clean air for about maybe 3 more laps or so, and then he's going to be overtaking more lap traffic in the 13th place, man, as we got Lofton on pit road. Carson Lofton with a problem in the 23 mod. You can see the toe end. It's really offset from the left to right, and you cannot have that happen to your car or that messes up your handling. He's out of it here, Cody.
Yeah, tough break for him as he was up in the, he wasn't even a lap down yet. He was running in like 9th or 10th in the top 10, and tough break there from him, and he's had to have gotten in the wall there. So as we see Catalano working on some, actually he's caught the back 12, Wesley.
Sure did. 13. 12 laps to go for Catalano. He is now caught up to the Dirty Dozen of Messervy. Messervy now being passed by the leader. Up high, Messervy battles back on the bottom. He's not done just yet in that Tractor Supply Company. Number 00. Is hold on there, Bear Catalano. 12. Now make it 11 laps to go. On stretch time. And if you're a guy like Trevor Catalano, you don't want to push it with a back marker car and cause you to have something happen or you get wrecked out. You're at the home stretch, my friend. Lap 190 on the board. 10 to go here at New Smyrna for Catalano, who has dominated Speedweek race night 6 here at the Modified 200.
Yeah, he has definitely dominated. I mean, that is no doubt about it. But yeah, you got 9 laps to go. You're just in the catbird seat right now. You're going to almost a 4-second lead over second place. I mean, really, Wesley, he could just coast from here on out.
8 laps to go here at the line. He'll set his sights now on another car that's a couple of laps down. That's at number 70 Modified. That is the driver of Andy Seiss, a former champion of the NASCAR Whelen Southern Modified Tour. Andy Seiss up the hill is a big help now for Andy Jankowiak, the Buffalo Missile from Tonawanda, New York, and what he does in ARCA, but also Jankowiak is big in the modified world too. And we are down to the home stretch of this one. 7. Make it now 6 laps to go. The laps are flying by here at the half mile as Catalano just puts another lap down on Seiss, and he's got more cars in front of him, and McCarthy and McDonald are still 2, 3, 4 seconds back to the leader. 5 to go here, Cody.
Yes, Barney chose him 5 to go, and Catalano, man, I think he's got this one in the bag unless he gets wrecked out here in lap traffic or something drastically goes wrong. I mean, Eddie McCarthy's trying to catch him. He's cracked it down to about 2 seconds back. But unless something drastically happens here to that number 56, I think he's got this one.
And how many caution flags did we really have? What, 3, 4? 3 cautions. 3 cautions in the race. That's it. 14 lead changes. 3 laps to go when they come to the line for Catalano. He now catches more lap traffic up ahead and more drivers that are a lap down or more. Hold your line. If I'm the spotter right now for the open wheel warrior of Catalano, I'm telling him, hey man, don't do anything crazy. Right now he's trying to lap Brian Roby and Messervy trying to get back on the lead lap. All of this going on around him as they got 2 to go, Cody. This is it.
And Wesley, guess what? 1 to go is presented by CRN. Your home.
Thank you.
There's your
I love it. The CRN 1 to go. Morty tells that we are CRN.com as down the back straightaway. A dominator on this hump night in Wednesday. New Smyrna, night 6 goes to Trevor Catalano at Speedweek. Dominates in the modifieds. 200 laps over and done with in hour and 2-minute race time to go 200 laps. Boy, I wish this stuff happened in real life.
Oh, man. What a race.
But it's all said and done. Trevor Catalano, man, took it to McCarthy, McDonald, Bonsinger, all these guys. 13, 12 cars in the lead lap. That's it. When this race ended, there it is. Catalano, Trevor Catalano winning here for the Whelen Modified Iracing cars here at Elevated TV Speedweeks at New Smyrna. And again, of course, as I mentioned, McDonald, Bonsinger, Kraus, Lutz, Emmerling, Priest, Bonsinger, that's Kyle, and Joey Coulter. Hatton, Messervy on the lead lap, 12 cars. When the race ended, Brian Roby. Matt Hirschman, he struggled tonight. Sapenza, Reipkeman, Sesley, Conley, Hagee, Silk, all a lap down or more. Some of the Catalanos prevailed and prospered, others struggled. Tommy Catalano, 21st. Jake Johnson, Bertuccio, Fortin, Newman, Michael Chanette, Raffrano, followed by Thompson, Kobe Beers, top 30. And even Tyler Catalano struggled. Ronnie Williams, Andy Sykes, Melissa Fifield gets the, if you will, hang time of the night when she got airborne on the front stretch. Bobby Labonte, Lofton, Goodale, Gerstner, Davis, and Wanamaker. That's the way it finishes for 200 laps.
We give her the yes sir moment of the race, as Jonathan calls it.
The yes sir the high times moment of the race, if you will. Highfield. All right, we're taking a break. When we come back, we're going to go 50 laps. Pro late model racing. Hopefully we can get that done in the next 30 minutes. And we're going to close out our coverage for night 6 here at New Smyrna Speedway. Stay with us. Winner, Trevor Catalano. The Mighty Modifieds here at the Elevated TV World Series Speed Week on Elevated TV and CRN. Trevor Catalano dominates in the modifieds for the Tour Mod 200 here at night 6 at the Elevated TV Speed Weeks at New Smyrna. We now get ready to close out the night with our 50-lap pro late model feature as Austin Swinford and John Stapleton make up the front row. Wayne Cannon and Cody Deemers on row 2. Daniel Jones and Wyatt Marshburn, row 3. Sarah Billiter and Jonathan Rist, row 4. Fireman, Jonathan Sessoms, and John Riddle, your top 10. Moving on to the rest of the lineup, just Dustin Lane, Xavier King, Jeremy Ashby, Lee Jones, Victoria Sessoms, and Kylie Bittenbaugh.
Yep.
Kylie Bittenbaugh, Aaron Sessoms, and Caleb Hall. Dalton Chupp, Austin Cansdale, and final car is Dakota Brawl and The other man in the back, I believe, is timing and scoring. We're rolling them. We're ready.
Coming straight over green.
50 laps. And I'm understanding as soon as the cars come out off of pit road, they will be in order, and they will be looking for the green flag. Lights are already off, Cody, on the pace car. They're rolling here. It's pro late model time.
Yes, sir. And this is, what some of these guys have all been waiting for. You race fans out there waiting, watching 50 laps, pro late models, and these pro guys got to watch a good race there for 200 laps. It's now their turn for the Mighty Modifieds to watch the pro late models go for 50 laps here at New Smyrna.
And pace car is in. We feel the thunder of the late models now with crate engines. Ever heard of ripping the lip and hitting the chip? Those engine rev limiters. Full capacity on these crate engines, and we're underway as they already got a lap completed here. 50 laps the distance here at New Smyrna.
Yeah, and John Stapleton with the power move on the outside there in that number 15 machine. But here comes Wayne Cannon in that number 7 as he looks to the inside of the 42 of Austin Swinford. Here comes CD to the inside.
Yeah, he's talking about hitting the chip, if you will. And on those rev limiters right now, it is John Stapleton and Wayne Cannon battling. Cody Deemer's right there alongside. And the 55 along with Austin Swinford and Jones battling. Look at this frantic racing behind second. Going at it big time here on lap 3.
Jonathan Sessoms looking to the inside of Wyatt Marshman. Marshman on that 02. Nobody can go anywhere. Is that 42 of Austin Swinford on the outside. Not moving, not going like he's supposed to. But here comes Sessoms, the fireman. He's looking to the inside for that 6th position.
John Stapleton in the lead. Wayne Cannon, Cody Deemers. Right now the top 3 of this big gaggle of traffic battling on the inside. That's Jonathan Sessoms going after it with Wyatt Marshburn. That's for 5th. 6th on the track right here.
As we see there, Sessoms, Jonathan Sessoms, and Wyatt Marshburn duking it out there. That is all going on for 7th. Swinford got around them. Here comes that 24, Dustin Lane. He's looking to the inside. Can Sessoms clear him up off of turn number 4 here down the front straightaway?
Well, there's Sessoms on the bottom, trying to hold off those 2 cars coming after him. Dustin Lane, Wyatt Marshburn. Big battle there, and Aaron Sessoms also behind that. So they work their way to the back stretch now. John Stapleton starting to get some company, though. Here comes the PF Chevrolet. Wayne Cannon. And he's setting his sights on him here. It's go time. And look at already, the brake rotors are glowing cherry red, Cody, on the 2nd place car.
Yep, Wayne Cannon there in that 2nd place car. He is on a man on a mission trying to catch that number 15 machine. That number 15 machine started 2nd, powered his way on the outside there on that start to get around the 42 machine of Austin Swinford. Didn't play no games. He's out front trying to hang on, coming to 12 laps complete of 50.
Yeah, already working his way around the racetrack as Stapleton taking him to the woodshed right now in the early going. Lap number 12 of 50. 38 laps to go. And now you see a battle going on here in the top 10. This is now Aaron Sessoms and Dustin Lane. They're battling now, and Sessoms on the inside of those 2 cars of Marshburn and Chupp. He wants to close in. Here comes Dalton Chupp on the outside.
Yeah, you got Aaron Sessoms, White Rabbit there in that number blue, white 1. Then you got behind him Marshburn on the 02. Then you got Dustin Lane on the outside. Dalton Chupp there, the Alabama Slammer in that number 54 machine. He's working on there, and the man that started last, he's already up 9 positions. Dakota Raw in that 16 machine.
Yeah, good racing going at it there again on the outside lane with Marshburn 3 wide. Whoa, 3 wide. Hold on there. Dustin Lane. Like a hot dog flying out of the bun right there a moment ago between those cars of Bra and Marshburn. And Lane is that I'm having none of it. He'll have to reset and fire again. He'll bring a teammate. It's a wingman partner. There's Austin Cansdale, the red car now. Boy, these guys are going after it like it's the last dang lap for the race. We still got 35 to go here, Cody.
Yeah, everybody wanting that spot. Everybody wanting to go to the front there. We see Caleb Hall and Austin Cansdale. Austin Cansdale on the 44. Caleb Hall on the outside or inside that 56. This is all going on in the back markers here in that 56. And there you see the O2 Marshburn. Marshburn trying to get around the outside. Looks like the outside. We didn't see it working in the modified race, Wesley, but it looks like all that rubber these modifieds laid down is helping these pros be able to make that outside line work.
It certainly is, man. Wow, this has been fun. So we watch them working their way again around the racetrack. Another lap on the board here.
Jonathan Rist out there on the outside of Jeremy Ashby. Battle of the double deuces. Jeremy Ashby in the black number 22, and Jonathan Rist in that white 22. They just swapped inside to outside. They're right behind them. We got the 27, Lee Jones, and I believe that's Xavier King in that number 12 on the outside.
Rolling on with the race here tonight as it is flying by, and we're already closing in on the halfway mark of this one. Halfway indeed. Cody, what's your take of this race so far? Obviously, everybody right now doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Staying in line, letting laps fly by. We're already halfway home here coming up.
Yeah, and I feel like that's, I figured that's how it would be, single file racing, Saturday night, we seen the pro race. It was kind of crazy. We had a last lap pass and not 59 laps, and here on this one, we're seeing about the same thing, the single file racing, and Wayne Cannon's catching that 15 to John Stapleton there.
Yep, certainly is, as right now, laps continue to tick away here. Cody Demers, Wesley Outlet here with you. Community Radio Network coverage, by the way, of this event on wearecrn.com.
Wesley, looks like we got Race On in the chat box on YouTube.
Yeah.
Appreciate them tuning in, stopping by.
That's actually our buddy Charles Wooten from the LSR TV family. He also works full-time for Race On. Charles Wooten, by the way, will be handling the Northwest Racing Series. That fires up, by the way, on March the 9th and 10th. Sunday, March 9th and 10th. And, Cody, I think you're going to try to be a standby producer whenever Charles needs you, I guess. So, man, what a job you've done. You've really turned things around in your coverage of iRacing when you first started also, buddy.
Yeah, we've come a long ways, and, without the help of without the help of Charles Luton and, Dean Hopkins and James Parfit and,
Dean Hopton, you mean? Dean Hopton. Yeah, Biggles, Dean Hopton.
Biggles, yep, Dean Hopton. James Parfit, and everybody that's lended a hand along the way. And,
Yes, sir.
When I started this journey 2 years ago, it was kind of, just me and some buddies. We wanted to do some AI stuff on iRacing, and, that's kind of where it all started. And here I am 2 years later, thinking about going to the real world broadcasting, and I've actually done some actual real life podcast producing. So, that's a big step, and we're looking to either take elevated or go to the real world producer for another company. So and keep it elevated on the iRacing side. But it's crazy we've come from AI to where we're at now.
I'm just going to be honest with you. Charles Wooten started all the iRacing world, and then he moved into the real racing stuff, and he's probably one of the top producer directors with Race On for Chris David. So laps winding down, closing in on under 20 to go here for Elevated TV and CRN coverage of Night 6. Going to have a little pros and street stocks and 4-cylinders for the rest of the week, and then that big 200-lap super late model race will be on Saturday night. Don't forget, also, we're at New Smyrna next Sunday night for the round 2 of season 2 with the Leadfoot Racing League.
Don't forget, if you're in the Indiana area, come by and stop and see the CRN race car
under Roadster. Yeah, man, I can't wait till you see it. You gotta show me pictures of that car. We gotta put it on social media. We gotta put it on our websites and stuff.
We have made the executive decision today as a team that we are going to go legend car racing this year, and not Roadster.
Oh,
racing.
wow.
So CRM will actually be on the legend car this year, not the Roadster. So we're going to kind of put the Roadster program in the back field, and we're going to go legend car racing, do a little bit more traveling, hopefully try to come down to the Jacksonville area at least 1 or 2 times this year. So hopefully we can meet up at one of the tracks and get pictures of you by the CRN car.
Yeah, man, that'll be awesome. Love to have it. We'll have to do like a video promo for you as well, no doubt.
So,
and obviously, also I know Burt Ramsey in the 41 car. CRN's going to be on his race car at in the Carolinas at the PD region at Florence and Dillon and places like that. By the way, flag to flag so far in this pro late model race. Don't want to get off track, but it has been all John Stapleton dominating this race now. Closing in on 12 laps to go, 11 to go. And Stapleton, however, is getting company because 4/10 back of a second is Wayne Cannon. He is reeling him in, waiting for the right time to pounce on the leader in the, of course, car 15. 10 to go this time by at the Comal 4.
And Wesley, I've got a special guest we're bringing in the booth with you, Mr. Charles Wooten.
Hey! The Charles Wooten joining us on the broadcast real quickly as we're under 10 to go. Charles, what's up, man?
Oh, I had to make a cameo, come in here and watch the race. So, and I concur with everything you said, so.
Yeah, break into broadcast mode, by the way. Under 10 remaining, 9 at the line, and obviously John Stapleton dominating this pro late model race. Wayne Cannon in second. And Cody, it's going to work out good because, man, I'm going to be able to call the whole deal with you tonight before I have another broadcast obligation at the top of the hour. So it worked out perfectly.
Oh yeah. We always love having Wesley on Elevated TV whenever we can, and it's always fun. And hopefully we can have Emmett tomorrow night, and hopefully he'll be feeling without the weather, which.
Yeah, Charles lives where Emmett lives down the road. Just gonna give him a little cough medicine, Charles, and give him some grandma's cough syrup.
People that.
Make him feel better there, Emmett. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, they live in the same state. Can I say that, Charles?
No, we're shipping him to Oklahoma.
There you go. Oh boy, John Stapleton in the lead as Wayne Cannon right now in second. But I'll tell you what, look at how track is all rubbered up from the modified race, Cody, earlier. And none of these drivers even took advantage of going up on the top side to get up in the rubber.
Yeah, and the only time I've seen the top side prevail was on the start of the race where John Stapleton used that extra grip on the outside. And drove it in a little deeper and powered his way around the outside of that number 42 of Austin Swiffer, which Austin Swiffer has fell back 5 spots. He is now in the 6th position. So, John Stapleton used the grip, used the rubber, and put himself out front, and he's led ever since, and we're now 3 to go.
final laps remaining, and obviously a flag-to-flag caution race. And Cody, as you being an awesome iRacing producer, you like it when races go flag-to-flag.
Yes.
Very quickly, right?
Yes. And,
See, I do like flag to flag, but as a businessman, I like to play commercials. Let's pay the bills. So I'm also torn. I like a little caution here and there once.
That's
in a while.
right, a little caution here. Well, that ain't going to happen right now because John Stapleton comes out of turn 4. He'll see the CRN1 to go. Yes, LSR TV had it first, but thank you, Elevated TV, for showing it. You didn't show it this time. How dare you?
Well,
Last lap, John
overlays.
Stapleton. He works his way into turn number 3 and 4, looking for the checkered flag. Wayne Cannon, last opportunity on the outside, runs out of time. Stapleton flag to flag like Trevor Catalano did in the 200-lap modified race to close out night 6 of New Smyrna Speed Week for Elevated TV. It is John Stapleton. There it goes, his Toyota, Cody. And, man, he goes flag to flag in the Pro Late Model race. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that Hamke Race Cars, Pit Stop USA, DukesHighGrade.com 15 machine goes out there and dominates here. And, you know what's actually funny is John Stapleton, and it's actually my crew chief on my real race car. And
there you go.
His actual Pro Late Model, which it's a late model sportsman is what they call it, but technically it's a Pro Late Model, was no other fact part Hamke chassis. So that's cool that he's got a Hamke on his on the iRacing race car. So when, that's the good graces of what iRacing can let you do is put Hamke race cars on your race cars. So
I'll tell you what, Charles, let everybody know how they can follow the Northwest Racing Series and LSR TV. They're firing back up in less than 2 weeks.
You click buttons and stuff happens. Yeah, you go to that other channel. It starts with an L, ends with a V.
it's called LSR TV.
Yeah, you follow them there.
LivestimRacing.com, what you're clicking on, of course, Community Radio Network, and we are CRN.com and Elevated TV on social media. And hit that YouTube subscribe as well as you click on CRN Sports Network and Elevated TV as well for LSR TV, as I'll be the lead anchor for the 5th year for the Northwest Racing Series. So,
look who's chiming in the chat.
Who's chiming in now? Who do we got? John Stapleton. Hey, we're going to have a Victory Lane interview before we get off the air. John Stapleton is the winner. Wayne Cannon is second. Cody Deemers, we'll talk to you. You finished third, ironically. You're a call on the race also. Daniel Jones,
the car was
fourth.
good. The car was great, and it was fast, and we went to the third.
Everything ran fine. Everything ran fine. I don't know what to do with my hands right now. So, Daniel Jones, Sarah Billiter, Swinford, Chubb, Sessoms. The firemen will finish 8th tonight. Aaron Sessoms 9th, and Dakota Bro will finish 10th. Caleb Hall, Wyatt Marshburn, Jeremy Ashby, Riss, Cansdale, Lee, Lane, King, Riddle, Bittenbaugh, and Bittenbaugh along with Victoria Sessoms. So the women struggled tonight. Let's go to Victory Lane and John Stapleton. John, congratulations, you won.
He's not here.
He left already. Well,
He didn't like our interviews.
I got you. Well, anyhow. I got to get off the air here, guys, though. We're going to close it out, though. Cody, let everybody know what's coming up for the remaining week of the World Series or the 2025 Elevated TV Speed Weeks at New Smyrna Speedway. There's still a couple more nights of racing coming up here, and obviously it all closes with that big 200-lapper for the super late models, the Fendered cars, on Saturday night, March 1st.
Yeah, tomorrow night we got super late models for 35 laps, 602 modifieds for 25, pro late models for 35, and the modifieds for 59. Then on Friday night, we got 602 modifieds, 25 laps, tour mods for 59, pro late models for 35. And then on Saturday night, to round out Speed Weeks, we got the ASA Stars, the super late models for 200 big ones. Then you got the tour mods for 50, and then you got the SK mods for 50 laps to round out Speed Weeks.
All details at Elevated TV on Facebook and YouTube. But, of course, thank you, the Cameo. The Cameo. Mr. Charles Wooten with Race On. Remember, check out all their cool stuff in the Arklatex area at raceon.com. Become a subscriber. Check out all the great racing. Charles, in closing, what are some of the big events coming up on Race On, beginning even this weekend? A lot of cool events planned.
Yeah, I leave at midnight to head to Albuquerque, New Mexico. We got a 10,000 to win stock car race at
there you go.
Medina Speedway, something like that. Yeah, I don't know, something like that. It's
So
big
Race
money,
On,
big cars. That's all.
raceon.com. Become a subscriber. Check it out. And, of course, Elevated TV Community Radio Network tomorrow. We've got, of course, also coverage of softball, lacrosse, basketball, and racing all in the next couple of days on the Community Radio Network, as well as coverage tonight. So, congratulations to Trevor Catalano and John Stapleton, winners. So, for everybody at Elevated TV, for producer director Cody Deemers, for Charles Wooten on the cameo for Race On at LSR TV, I am Wesley Outland. Thanks for watching. We'll do it again soon on Elevated TV's coverage of Speedweeks at New Smyrna Speedway. Good evening and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night.